Flippity flippity flop. Oh, my name's Fox Rental. Again, I'm with Fox. Second time starting this because the first time I screwed up. But, welcome back to another Stop. This is the Forces of Evil review. Theory. Gotta remember that one. Theory. Gosh dang, I'm an idiot. But welcome back to another Star vs. Forces of Evil. Theory. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna run this one through. Basically, I have a couple ideas basically of what this theory is about, and both of them can kind of bleed into each other, so that's kind of the thing. But you know what? I think I'll stick with this one. Basically, if you've been watching Star vs. Forces of Evil, there are some hints and some plot lines that are being some that are kind of subtly being dropped, but then again, a lot of them not so subtly. If you've seen some of my other videos, you kind of know what I mean. But I wanted to go ahead and think of, some of the more things that it is being subtle about. And, possibly building on top of that. One of them being Toffee and Moon. Where, let's say my other theory on Toffee, I think it was my first ever one of Star vs. Forces of Evil. Let's say that one does not exist, or let's just say that's not how this show is going to play out. All right, that's not how the show plays out for that. All right, so we know from the Tapestry of Star vs. Forces of Evil, of showing the past queens, that Moon is the one who shot Toffee with a magic beam that sliced off his middle finger. I just flipped off the audience. Good job. Gosh dang it! Stop it. Okay, so we do know that. And one thing I kind of love in stories is kind of when the past kind of mirrors the future, or the future mirrors the past. And I was kind of thinking, well, let's say Moon and Toffee had a similar relationship to Marco and Star. Possible love relationship and stuff like that. And I say this because, one, that is kind of a big plot point, I guess, for Star Wars Review. Even though, again, I fully support Marco gunning with Jackie. That seems like the best relationship out of this. That is probably the best relationship that could happen. That or Tom and Marco. Because somehow that chemistry works so much better than Star with Marco. But that's beside the point. Star, there's a whole big thing, Star and Marco's souls are bonded. People say, they should be in love. Starco is everywhere, especially on DeviantArt. Gosh dang it. But, it's a big thing. Is Star the right girl for Marco? Is Marco, gonna notice Star or some crud like that bullshit? But this does at least open up to some interesting things that I kind of like. And a little bit of this is, if the past does mirror the future, the future does mirror the past. And what do I mean by that? I mean that in a sense that, what if Toffee was the, I want to say concubine, but I don't think that's the right word. I'm pretty bloody sure it's not the right word, so I'm not going to, not concubine, but her love interest, her first love, or the one she actually truly does love. Let's say it is the case where these two are very similar in that regard, where the past and future both mirror each other. Marco is the new Toffee, while Moon is the old Star, in a sense. So, if we can, but let's say it's not exact copy, and I probably am just rambling. It seems like I'm rambling this point, but please stay with me. I'm trying to muscle through this. Gosh dang it. So what I'm basically trying to say is, if there is a mirror image of each other, and Moon and Toffee were, kind of lovers, what broke this? What stopped this love from happening with Moon and Toffee? Well, people can speculate, thinking, well, marriage, maybe because only humans or whatever, or like royalty blood or whatever bullcrap. Though I don't think they said that the father has royal blood in him. I don't know, but you can go along saying something like that. But I was kind of looking at this and thinking, well, if we start piecing together some pieces from even before Moon, we can probably see why something like this would happen. Like, what if back in the day, Moon and Toffee were a thing? These two were madly in love. These two would have fallen in love and possibly even gotten married. But there is a big thing in the way of this little family tree that, one, Muni's taking over Monster Land. Probably not the best idea. Probably not the best to mix those bloodlines. At least, in that case, whereas, their Munis are kind of racist. But also a little bit in the sense that we've had a queen, or they had a queen beforehand, who did marry a monster. Who did marry, a demon. And it didn't really work out so well. So I don't know what this theory is. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, if that's the case, then maybe this is one of the reasons why Toffee and Moon kind of never actually got together. Being that, because of this past demon-queen relationship that kind of, effed up the world beforehand, or dimension. I don't freaking know. That effed up that dimension beforehand. So let's say that happened. Moon and Toffee are broken apart. And then, fudge me, what am I trying to say with this theory? Gosh dang it, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, my mind is going through so many branches of thoughts. I'm trying to wind them all together and make a freaking cohesive thought process in a video. So please, stick with me. I'll try to keep this brief-ish. I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. Basically, what I am trying to say is Marco and Toffee could have a similar sense like that. And in a similar sense, Marco and Star may be kind of split apart because of something similar to this. Similar to how Toffee and Moon are split apart because of, magic. He's a monster. You're a Muni. And you'd be saying, well, Marco's not a monster. And then you remember, oh, wait, he has the monster arm. Is this where you're finally trying to get with this? Yes, that is where I'm trying to get with this thing. That we might see a sense of Star and Marco repeating a bit of what Moon and Toffee did. Though I'm kind of hoping towards the end it's going to be a little bit, maybe like Moon will say like to go follow your heart or whatever the crud, but I'm not going to put that I'm not going to say that just yet, but gosh dang, what am I trying to say with this theory? I am so sorry. Gosh dang it. Okay. So, what do I want to say with this theory? What I want to say with this theory is, because of, I'm trying to piece together the past and say what the future is probably going to hold for this show. Assuming, it gets a third season and everything else. Or, the second season's way better than or second half of the second season is way better than the first half. Apparently it starts up again in February, so. But, if let's say time repeats itself. Because in the Tapestry with Moon and Toffee, you see Moon shooting a beam, slicing off Toffee's finger, and also it looks like Toffee is in battle gear. So it could be that it's going to be kind of a Romeo-Juliet type of story with Moon and Toffee. They're both lovers, but they're on different sides of this war, this world, or whatnot. Maybe in some points, Toffee, after he is kicked out of the castle, or kicked out of becoming, Moon's love, maybe it's put together that Moon and the dad, they have to be wed because Toffee and Moon can't happen. Alright, so let's say this is the plot, and, Toffee leaves. Toffee leaves knowing I can't have this. We can't have something. We can't have this divide anymore. What if Toffee starts another war to go up against the Muni? Yeah, I'm trying to like Muni, like those people, and then I'm saying Independence Day in my head, and it's getting a little mixed up. Let's say we have that. Let's say this is why this scene in the Tapestry happens. Toffee tries to come back to fight for Moon, to say, we're gonna stop this. We have to stop this. Moon says, no, we have to keep going with tradition. We have to have this, and that's where the conflict and divide happens, where Moon and Toffee fight each other, and eventually off comes the finger with the giant blast beam. What does that say then for Marco and Star? Well, assuming a lot of people are correct, and assuming, we can kind of read the lines pretty well, it seems like there's going to be another war between monsters. And most likely, Marco is probably going to be the leader of it. If not, he's going to be part of this war. Having the monster arm, being like, what the fudge with this magic crud. It feels like eventually it will be Star versus Marco on this war, separating each other, and thus kind of have this divide similar to Moon and Toffee, and it'll be kind of like, will you repeat the same mistakes? And gosh dang, this is the most incoherent theory I have ever freaking said. Gosh dang it. Okay, fudge me. I don't care. I'm going through with this. I am sticking to this theory until I make another theory about it, something that totally contradicts it. But anyways, let's say this will happen. Let's say this battle will happen. What will it mean? It'll mean that time is repeating. Hopefully, the Tapestry in the end will show because was it Star's Tapestry still being made? Hopefully, in the end, this will show that like maybe they break the cycle, but it would be kind of cool to see like these are very similar stories. Like we don't even really need a backstory for these characters, but it would be cool to see that like these characters are going down a similar path. Seeing Star and Marco meet each other in the end, facing each other off, and seeing that this is all almost like a reenactment of the past, of seeing Moon and Toffee versus Star and Marco. Heck, it would actually be kind of cool in the end if Marco actually is the one who wields Ludo's wand, and Ludo's wand still has the soul of Toffee in the sucker. I think that'd be actually kind of cool to see like the mirror images of the past and the future kind of meeting together, and seeing like Moon and Star together as well. I don't know. I'm not really sure what the fudge this theory I just spouted out was, but there it is. I don't know if it's a good theory. I don't know if I gave that many good stuff. Sorry, I'm dying slowly, I think. I have no idea. But, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. This is just a quick little theory that I want to throw in there. Like, a little bit of Marco and Toffee's past. Are they mirror images of each other or some crud like that? I don't know. I have another theory in my head of like what probably happened later on in the future. But I'll save that for another video. Tell me what you guys think of this video. Sorry if I'm a little bit all over the place with this one. I don't know what the fudge. This is what happens. I came in with two theories in my brain, and I'm thinking, well, I can mix them together, but then I'm thinking, no, I probably shouldn't. And it kind of just a mess. But basically, short end of it all, if I could just summarize everything I just said in this, like, what? I don't know. How long am I recording for? Hold on. 16 minutes. Gosh dang it. In these 16 minutes is Star and Marco and Star will probably have a similar reaction, but a similar future to Moon and Toffee's past. There will probably be something that divides it or switches it or stops the this from happening. Well, in a sense, like it'll be like you seeing a mirror of each other, mirroring the past.
And I would like to see, like, eventually that'll probably be broken, and that's probably what my second theory is about. But it will probably be it will probably be broken, but it would be kind of cool to see this war take place of Marco versus Star, seeing kind of the past repeating itself, especially if Toffee is like the one in the wand and is telling Marco what to do with like the monster arm also. The thing that sucks so bad about that monster arm is everyone knows it's coming back. At least everyone wants it to come back. And I really wanted it to come back, and I'm just like, come on, just bring it back already. It's not even like fudge me. Like in Marceline Stakes. I know I'm going off tangent now, but it's not even like in Marceline Stakes where you see like Marceline and you see like the little king vampire as a little small guy next to her. In that, it's like, okay, well, we won't see Marceline for a bit, but okay, at least we know there's something going on over there. This is Marco, a character who we see throughout most of this show. He's almost like every episode, if not all of them. And so it's like, fudge you. Just show us it already. Show us the monster. I want to see Marco go monster arm and just go all awesome. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you want to share reviews I've done, click the link description right next in the link description below, or the links right next to my head. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Check out my video. I'm sorry if this is all over the place. Hopefully, for my other video, I'll have it a little bit better. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Share all my videos, and we will see you later.